if an American came here and it's their first time playing CQB, do you think they would do well here?
I think on let's say like a blow for blow basis,
Yeah.
a Western player may have a leg up to start because Western play style is slightly more aggressive.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you play so aggressively, you push so far in, you'll end up feeling a little frustrated, to be honest.
Really?
Because you're going to be so far into enemy territory because you're actually doing all this stuff, clearing these rooms, and you have a concept of what you're doing. This literally happened to me. I smoke 3 guys, I'm 2 rooms in, and I stack against the door, I turn around, and I'm the only one.
You're the only one. Yep.
And I'm like, oh man, I can hear chatter in this other room. Like,
I'm screwed.
I'm just gonna call my own hit, and I'm just gonna walk out, save
out.
myself the pain, you know. But yeah, so like I think blow for blow wise, if you're just talking about, I'm gonna go up against, let's say a couple guys.
Yeah.
Because just Western plays a little bit more aggressive, where Japanese plays a little bit more reserved.
Yeah.
You may be able to knock out a couple more kills, but that's going to come at the expense of you're going to run into a lot of frustrations because you're pushing so far that you're going to be surrounded, right? Yeah, you can knock out like, oh man, I got like 20 kills. Cool, but every game you play in 5 minutes. Right? Yeah, you get a lot of kills, but you're not really playing a lot, right? And then you get gang shot, and you wonder why that happens to you. So I'm not saying like either one would be better. But I'm just saying if you have to compare it on just like a blow for blow, like a KD ratio, you may have a little bit of a leg up, just simply because you play more aggressively.
I having experienced it firsthand when we brought our boy Scott Hollenbeck over. He brought it to Great Point in Shinjuku, and it's his first time playing Japanese CQB Airsoft, and most times CQB you have restrictions.
Yes.
So you can't run, you can't power walk, you have a 3-shot limit. What else? There's a lot of restrictions, right? So he can't run, and every time, sorry Scott, every time he have a little pistol, he peek his head up, boom, right in the forehead. Comes from across the map. That guy is already lined up like this, and he got shot in the forehead every time. Every time, because he wasn't pieing. He was just like, I wonder, oh, dead. We were in spawn talking, yep, dead. We were just dying because these players they're ready.
Yeah.
And again, using nice Lilacs parts, they increase their accuracy and consistency. They will shoot you in the forehead between the eyes every time. And I feel like any player who comes here being under those restrictions. Like, yes, a Western player could run around and sprint, but you can't. You're not allowed.
That's right.
So it comes down to your gun skill.
Yeah.
Which is what I kind of like about Japanese Airsoft. Like, everything is the same.
Yeah.
Like, every gun cannot be more powerful than 9.8, and everything is consistent, and the rest is just on you.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I would agree or disagree. It just depends on the restrictions. If you go to a field where, yes, they can run around and slide, then I think a Westerner would be a little bit more advantageous.
Yes.
But in a field where there's restrictions and speed limits and everything, I couldn't say that they would. But
yeah, good point. Good point.
why don't you come over to Japan and find out for yourself?
Yes, come to Japan land and
right.
find out for yourself. Look for Maydaysan.
Yes. So now we're going to move on to the second part of the video here. Round robin.
Okay.
One sentence. I'm going to give you a few questions, Defro style.
Okay.
Defro Airsoft.
Defro style.
And I want you to answer just in one sentence what you think about these questions. Are you ready, sir?
Spicy. Let's go.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Round robin. What's your favorite gun?
My favorite gun?
Real steel or airsoft?
M16A4.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Least favorite gun?
Least favorite gun? Anything with an AK.
Really? You don't like AKs,
I don't like communism.
Okay.
You can't dress up communism. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys.
Real counts in airsoft or no?
Oh, this is a loaded question.
What do you mean?
Because I'm a gas blowback guy, so I got no choice but to run real count.
Okay.
Right? But when I'm AG, then I like to run whatever the AG count is.
Okay, so not real count.
So not real count. Mid counts.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay, I'm a real count guy. 7-round 1911. Okay. It's very hard. It's very hard.
I know.
One life game modes or respawns?
Oh, respawns.
Really?
Respawns. I mean, look, I think one life game modes, they have their purpose.
Yes.
And it's great for maybe like a warm-up game.
Yeah.
But to play throughout the day,
Yeah.
I think for everybody to have a good time, I think respawns games are better.
I found the nice balance is one respawn. Like one spawn to screw up.
Yeah.
I made a mistake. Okay, now I'm gonna play.
I think that's a good one.
Yeah.
Limited respawn games, not unlimited. Because if you run an unlimited time-based respawn game with no objective, it becomes a camp fest.
Yeah.
Right.
Just peak battles.
That's right. And
kind of boring.
it really is very boring.
Yeah.
But one life game modes, I think maybe as a warm-up game, first 2-3 games to kind of get get the butterflies out, and you switch it to like, okay, 3 respawns with an objective. That's the way to go.
And to build on that, like Japanese fields are designed for one life game mode. So every time I played multiple respawns, you end up someone's getting spawn camped. Like there's no way, it just doesn't work. And I like how one life game modes kind of separate the game into phases. Like okay, like almost all the players are done. Now it's time to move to the objective. Like,
Yes.
You know, I like that kind of thing. But yes, one limited respawns. I would agree. Okay, pre-firing or no pre-firing?
Again,
If it's allowed.
If it's allowed, I prefer not pre-firing.
I'd say the same thing.
Yeah. Because pre-firing, what you don't understand is if you're smart and you know to hide, but not just hide, but get low and hide, you're gonna know where this guy is every time. He's gonna come in and pop, and then
you're
gonna
down.
you're just down there like boop, one time. Right? Yeah.
If he calls it.
Yeah.
They're moving too fast. They won't feel it. Solo play versus team play.
Team play. Team play is always more fun.
Squad of 4, squad of 3.
I think squad of 6.
Squad of 6.
Squad of 6.
I've always found a squad of like a really good buddy.
Yeah.
Squad of 2 for me is perfect.
Yeah.
You can just watch each other's backs. Limited communication. We know what to do.
Yeah, but the thing is, like when I was in Hong Kong, I ran with the team and we did.
You had the whole thing.
Yeah. So we had our team lead actually used a 416C.
Wow.
All of us riflemen ran 416Ds.
Nice.
We had a grenadier who ran an
the rolls and everything.
Yeah. We
LARP.
ran full LARP, and we
Nice.
did seal impressions. So when we played outdoor games, it was AOR 2. Indoor games are AOR 1.
Oh yeah, that sounds fun. Awesome.
right.
Next one would be, are handguns necessary in airsoft?
Oh, I think so. But for me, right, like because this is gonna be faster than
Reloading.
what. Doesn't matter what platform you're
What if
using.
you're a G and you're super fast? Luckily it was empty. What if you're a G and you're just super fast?
Well, yes, but the thing is, you're still gonna have to drop your mag, right?
Oh, you're still gonna be empty for a bit.
The thing is like, you're still, I'm out. Let's say you press their mag release and it's a gas blowback and it just naturally drops, right? You're still gonna let the mag drop. Then as it's dropping, you gotta come in, press the magazine release. I mean, not the magazine release, the bolt release.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have to go. If it's an AEG, you just have to drop, put,
Swap.
and then at least your second shot will have a BB in it, right?
Right, that's right.
So that, no matter how fast you are, man, I'm gonna just pull this out of my Kydex holster and pop you.
If you practice that technique.
So like I can hold this gun, sling this out, like literally sling this out of the way, grab my pistol, pop, take care of you, grab this back, pull this down, then I'll do my reload,
your thing,
right?
right.
Like I have done this multiple times on the
it
field,
works.
and it is the most satisfying thing in the world.
It is. He's like,
I tell you, it is the single most satisfying thing in the world where you see this guy, you're out, you pop 3 guys, you're out, you sling this gun, pull out your pistol, pop the other 2 buddies, then they're out, you're cleared, you take that pistol, you put it back, and then you do your reload. It is the most satisfying thing in the world.
Cool.
It's like, at that moment, muscle memory takes over, and when you're done, then your brain goes, whoa, I just did that.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
It's like the Link when he does the sword.
Yeah. It's like, I think my favorite moment was when I was in Sweden, and I took 3 guys out. I ran out, I mag flipped, speed reload, and then shot 3 more guys.
Yeah.
And then my buddy, Channel Airsoft, Kevin, he stood next to me like, bro, that was like a video game.
Yeah, half the fun is just showing off. Like everyone loves, like I love
It's
this.
muscle memory. The moment muscle memory takes over, you have so much fun. And you just want to hit that every time. It's like doing baseball and hitting the ball, or like golf and you hitting the ball, or like, you make a really good tackle, It just feels so good. Anyways.
Driller, man. Like, one of my favorite things to do in airsoft is like, I know there's a guy standing beside me, or like he'd be behind me. I was like, all right, time to show off some stuff. So I start shooting, do a quick speed reload. He's like, yeah. I was like, yeah. Like, you just do it. I know everyone's watching me on the thing. It's like, oh, and they're like, oh, that was so cool. I'm like, yeah, that's what we do this. It's just do it for show.
Yeah.
It's not even a real thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tactical reloads.
Tactical reloads. Oh,
Necessary or
I
no?
do it all the time.
To top up, even if you have 300 rounds in your mid cap, you'll still do it.
So I don't know what magazine can give you 300 rounds. Yeah. So what I'll end up doing, let's say if I've already using this magazine and I'm in the fight for let's say like 5 minutes already.
Yeah.
And I come up to a door.
Yeah.
I come up to a door. I'll always swap out. And so when you do tactical reloads. Little nugget here. When you swap magazines, take the time. If you're running a 3 up top, right? Pull it out, right? Before you pull it out, put it in the rear.
Oh, yeah.
Move it out.
You cycle it.
Right?
Yep.
And then flip it the other way.
Ah, yes, yes.
The moment you flip it the other way, you know this is the one you used before,
yep.
right? So that's what I always do. The moment I do a tactical reload, it's in while I still have it in my hand, right? I'll pull this one out and I have time, right? Pull this one out, put this one here,
Yep.
put
Yeah,
that one
reindex,
the other way, right?
Yep.
So always take time to do that.
Yeah. That's how I do it. Like my primary, whether I do a tack reload or a speed reload, my primary reload is coming from my belt.
Yep.
So I'll always like do whatever, and then I'll put that in the dump, and I'll start, and I'll take the time because it's a tactical reload. In theory, I'm supposed to be chilling, right?
Yeah.
So I take the time, move everything over, put it over, and then if I have more time, then I'll put the thing and I'll flip it.
Yeah.
Like I'll put the BBs up. So it's like, okay, at least I know.
That's exactly what I do too when I run an AR. When I run my MPX, I just run a placard with a 3.
Yeah.
So, or I do a 2x2, which is a 2 MPX and then a 2 pistol. So depends on what I'm running at the time, I guess.
Yeah, and I'm tactical really all the time because I run real counts, so like 30
Yeah.
rounds. I literally, when I first started Airsoft, I did it for that purpose. I was like, I have a 50 round, and I'm playing at places like Aso Bibo where it's like, you barely shoot. I was like, I want to actually like use the kit.
Right.
Because like you can literally go for rounds on rounds on rounds without ever having to reload there.
Yes.
Because you're shooting maybe 10 shots around. So I was like, I want to be able to do all that stuff. So I like, you're learning all these drills, but you're never actually going to use it.
Yeah.
So that's why I create more opportunities for myself to do it. But a 7-round 1911 is kind of pushing it. Okay. You probably know. Gas or AEG?
Oh, personally, gas all the way. Personally, that's my personal preference. But when I go out and play, let's say when I'm repping the company, or like if I'm just playing with other people that I don't know, then it's got to be AEG.
Okay. Consistency? You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to.
Or not just that, it puts me on a more equal playing field.
Oh, that's true.
Right?
That's true.
You know.
That's true. I used to be on the gas train, but then as soon as it gets a little bit cold, it starts to.
Good thing in Hong Kong, because it was warm enough year round, we can play gas
all year round.
and it's green gas, so not like here where it's duster gas.
Japan has 4 seasons. If you didn't know.
Yes.
Very 4 seasons. So when it's winter, you can't. And we're running Duster.
Yeah.
So we can't. And for me, like I like to drop the mags and throw them. So for me, the NGRS system is like the perfect in between.
Right.
It's a little bit. It's a both. You know, get both bullet release, all that stuff.
Right.
Fun times. Okay. Next one would be Tokyo Marui or Nah.
I would say Crytek and Sigur. Yes.
Okay. Next. Oh, this is a good one. Real steel optics or replicas?
Ooh. So replicas have actually come a long way. I remember back in the day that there was GBB spec and AEG spec.
Okay.
So if you threw an AEG spec red dot on your GBBR,
It would break.
It wouldn't break. It would just never be able to hold 0.
Okay.
Because it would just shake off.
Yeah.
Your 0 would just get off.
Yeah.
But then GBB spec came out, which was essentially you can almost use it on like a 22.
Yeah.
Right. That you can take pretty stiff recoil.
But it's still a replica.
It's still a replica.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking, and I would recommend for you guys, if you guys are starting to get serious and you want to get into optics, I would say a good starting part is Holosun.
Yep. That's what I run.
Or a Bushnell.
Yeah, Bushnell.
Those are good. If you're in Japan, I would pay the little bit of premium and get the SIG optics because they're really good. Like they are very good.
The Romeo?
Yeah, the Romeo.
The price?
The Romeos.
Especially with the
good.
prices of these things here.
Yeah, the Romeos are very good. And plus, if you're watching this in Japan, the SIG optics are great because you have someone that will take care of you and that's us.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's right. We're the dealers, right?
So if my thing gets shot out,
So if you have any issues,
Yeah.
you actually have someone you can go and talk to,
Japan,
and they can assist you. I'm not saying we'll wholesale replace
Yeah.
like some other places do, like if you go to America.
Yeah.
Right? But at least there's a channel you can get a hold of.
That's good.
That can speak your language or is within the country that can take care of you.
That's good.
Right. So the SIG optics is great. I would the red dots, they look good and they're not an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
Right. They're not bad. So I would say that if you want to get into real steel optics, or want more from your optics, get one of these to start. And of course, if you feel like you really want to take the deep dive, well, there's Aimpoint, EOTech,
Yep.
right? Then you can really take the deep dive.
My EOTech. My EOTech is still my favorite. I think that the biggest benefit of real steel optics is obviously the clarity, but like the zero parallax, like you can do this weird stuff and that dot and it'll still hit.
Yeah.
Right. Especially if you use the CNC chamber.
Yes,
Get
the
that nice,
CNC chamber.
purple Promi.
That's right.
It's gonna be accurate.
Yeah,
Right.
laser beam.
Yeah, even like some of the, like vector optics, like not shitting on them or anything, but like replicas, like they don't have the zero parallax like real steel do.
Yes.
They will be off just by a bit, and the cheaper you go, the worse it's gonna
Of course,
be, right?
yeah.
And
And clarity is a big thing, especially
Yeah.
if you live in countries
Yep.
that get a lot of sun.
yep,
Your dot is not going to be bright enough.
yep,
And your glass clarity is not going to be good enough.
Yep.
And so you're going to get a really weak sauce dot that when you lift it, it's like essentially not there.
yeah. And if you're a gas user, like, I'm sorry, like I've used like high-end replicas, but they just don't.
Yeah.
Like you're better off just getting a low-end budget real steel one because at least they're built to spec.
That's right.
For a 22 LR at least, which is even stronger than the gas guns we have, right? So definitely real steel. What do you think about real steel parts on airsoft guns?
So
Yes or no?
I think that's a yes with a caveat, right?
Okay.
It goes back to like, what do you want from your
Experience.
from your experience, right? So the great thing about real steel stuff is because they're so purpose built, a lot of times you can throw these accessories on there and they're lighter and they're better quality than the airsoft replicas.
Really?
They are.
I thought it'd be the other way. I thought the airsoft would be lighter.
The airsoft is actually heavier because the materials.
The materials they're
right?
using.
So if you want to build like a super Gucci build, let's say like our SIG line because we do carry the SIG accessories.
Yeah.
And if you want to build a really Gucci MCX or
Yep,
MPX,
yep.
And you have the budget, maybe piece by piece, throw on the real handguard.
Yeah.
It's a world of difference. It's much lighter. It takes because the MCX itself is also pretty heavy already. As is.
Even though it's skeletonized, it's still.
So you wanna be able to lighten it up as best you can. And so I would absolutely recommend if you have the opportunity to.
Yes.
Doesn't have to be everything. Some things I do like to have real steel. Especially the stock.
Yep.
Stock and buffer tube area, great place to have real steel stuff, especially if you're very serious about shouldering.
Yep.
And maybe you're a little rough around with your products. Stock is the number one place that you're gonna break.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's also a good place to kind of reinforce.
Yeah, that's what I would say too.
So yes, with a caveat.
Rear steel slings.
Slings.
Yep.
Oh, slings. I think that's a question a lot of people have up for debate. Do you need it? No.
Really?
I don't think you need a real steel sling. But
Do you need a sling? in
with
general?
with that said, you do need a sling, and I feel very naked without my sling.
Yeah.
And I haven't attached anything. So I'm kind of preaching to myself here.
Yep.
But do you need a real steel sling? I don't think so. Because a lot of the starter bungee slings are really good.
Yeah, like
I still,
one point.
I still see a lot of people who would run a bungee sling around their plate carrier with it tied to the pole handle,
Yep.
and they'll just run it to the middle and then just run their gun that way, and it works. It works. So I would say having a sling is better than no sling. But at the same time, do you need to go run like a Faro Concept? Do you have to go run the Haley Strategic or Blue Force Gear or any of that? Or Magpul MS3? I run an MS3. But do you absolutely need it? No. But once you get it, you'll then kind of understand.
a world of
you're like, okay,
Oh, I see.
I get it. All right, yes.
Yeah, I would agree. Like just having quality gear and just having the essentials. My first sling was like a bag sling, like a normal for like a duffel bag.
Right.
And it doesn't even have like the really nice. It's like those regular clips.
The
like
plastic clips, right?
Yeah. It was just. And my friend was asking me like, "Can you get a sling, please? Like, I have like a Tommy Hilfiger sling."
Dude, that's so cool.
That was my first thing. All right, last round robin. Outdoor or indoor?
Me, I prefer outdoors. I really like to mix it up in the outdoors. I love playing outdoors because it gives you more opportunity to play more role-based games. Not role-playing games, but like you have a wider option to do other things.
Yeah.
You can be an assaulter. You can be a designated marksman. You can run as a sniper.
Yeah.
You can be the gunner.
Yeah.
There's just more play styles you can do. And I feel like playing outdoors is more dynamic.
Yeah.
There's way more things you need to worry about. There's way more tactics per se that you need to be concerned about. And I feel like just the whole experience, now I'm gonna get into LARP. The LARP experience is way more fun playing outdoors than indoors.
I feel like indoor, like the play style is very, especially here, the play style is very set.
Yeah.
Like you're playing clean house with Modern Warfare 2019. That's it. You're just playing slow QB, and that's it.
Yeah. With outdoors, you can attack from multiple angles. You can scout and do all that sneaky stuff if that's what you like. And especially the great thing is like you play overseas, you have access to like night vision. You go play night games and you can really go and like super cringe own the night. But like it's just I feel like outdoor games are way more dynamic. Again, I'm not saying indoor games are bad. Just saying it's more fun for me, my preference.
You think like when you say outdoor, you're talking woodland or like urban?
I like a little bit of both. I like to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So when I played in Sweden, the facility that we played at, they had like a small forest area that ringed the facility. So you can stay outside
If you want.
and assault in if you want, like from the woods. So that's a really cool little something. I like to play a little bit of both, but I also do love some big wooded battles, which is fun. A lot of shrubbery. You can kind of get yourself dirty a little bit.
Cool.
Varying elevation. Fun stuff.
Awesome. All right. Well, speaking of tactics, let's move on to the last part of this video. We're gonna do a little contest. Are you ready?
Okay.
I want to do how well can you tactical reload? Reload contest. All right, guys. Welcome to the tactical reload contest, and we're gonna see who does it better, who does it cleaner, and who does it faster. All right, bro.
All right.
You're about to top up. Okay, you're gonna top up. You're about to go to a breach. You're gonna attack reload. Are you ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
3, 2, 1. What? Very nice. Very nice, sir. That is. Can you explain, like, why do you flip it like that?
Because
I have never seen that before.
It actually it makes a lot of sense. You're up against the door, right?
Yeah.
You're here. Get this in your workspace. You grab. You're already here.
What is
Grab,
that?
right? So I'm indexing from here. Here, grab, pull, right? I'm gonna rotate this straight in,
Wow.
right? And back. So here.
Wow. I've never in my life have seen a reload like that.
Right.
Would you do the MP5 the same way? I guess
I would do it all the same way.
Wow.
Yeah, my AR, everything.
And what if you did it if you're pulling it from your chest rig?
So if I'm pulling from a chest rig, right? I'm pulling from here.
Yeah.
Here, pull it out. Let's say it this way, right?
Yeah.
Index out.
So you're still doing this upside down flip.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So it's super easy from here, right?
Yeah.
It's here.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay, now we're gonna do. Okay, ready? Shoot, ready?
Yeah.
Stand by. Oh, so close.
Couldn't get it back in.
Want to try one more?
That's what she said.
Let's
Yeah.
do one more. 3.5 seconds. Shoot, ready? Stand by. I give it a pass. That was good. Very nice. Very
Yeah,
nice.
so I usually set my magazine up a
Yep.
little bit further up here. So I have my pistol mag here and my AR mag, so I'm reaching from here.
So you're gonna do one pistol pouch.
Yeah, I do one pistol, one AR.
Speed reload, show us the technique, and then we'll do the time attack.
Okay.
Okay.
Speed reload. So I'm here.
Yep.
Right. So go.
Interessant. Very clean. Have you ever used an Air 15 before?
Yes, sir. That's all I use.
Stand by. 1.5 on the par. Stand by.
Oh, get out.
Wrong technique. Stand by. Maybe 1.5 is too fast. Let's do 2 seconds. Let's give him a little leeway. That was clean though. Oh, I just hit myself in the chin. Here we go. Stand by. That's a pass. But did he hit the bolt catch? It's okay.
Yeah, sometimes this thing like the magazine doesn't want to fall out.
It's really hard. Yeah. All right, I guess it's my turn now.
Shoot ready?
Yep.
Stand by.
There you go. So mine,
Yeah, you just put it in dump pouch.
I just dump pouch it because I've had too many moments in time. Unless I just press the button. I've had too many moments where like I wouldn't replace it and I load a half-empty mag.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I'd be like, all right, I reloaded. I only had 1 bullet left.
Right.
So that's, and I go this way because the way it feeds in, I don't know. It just, whenever I do it like this, I struggle.
Yeah. Yeah, I know some people who can do it like that really easily.
Yeah, I just do it like that. All right, that's cool. It's like time to spare. Let's do a speed reload.
Okay. Oh, just at the nick of time.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I've noticed that it doesn't always fall out all the time.
Yeah.
So for me, I just go for the strip and rip, strip it, rip it, and then I'm already here. I'm pretty sure that's realistic. I've never used this.
No, I never use that too.
This is not a bad lever, is it? We're not gonna do transition. Okay. So down, handgun.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Yes.
He was touting that. He was touting that over at the stage. So let's see if he can live up to it. Okay, here we go. All right, I'll go first since Mark already did it. Oh my God. Oops.
It's harder than it looks.
It's a lot of pressure on myself.
Nice. You made it just in time.
I'll take it.
You made it just in
All right,
time.
your turn, bro. Stand by.
Oh shit.
You want to practice a bit? He's practiced. He's ready. Can he do it under pressure? Stand by. Yes! It was better than mine. It was better than mine. All things considered, guys, this has been the episode Tactical Tuesdays with maybe Airsoft in Japan with Mark from Lilacs. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
You want to do a plug?
Yeah, so if you want more of our content, don't forget to check out our channel at Lilacs International. Lots of fun stuff there. Talk about parts and a bunch of other stuff around Sabage gameplay featuring this guy as well. Of course, Airsoft Diaries, seeing what Airsoft is like in Japan as well as around the world. If you like stuff like that, don't forget to check us out. Give us a sub. Promise you won't be disappointed. Unless you don't like seeing me, then I can't help you.
Yeah. Imagine playing Airsoft.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We're just gonna stand here while once you stand here. Here's the video. You see it?
Oh yeah, right. It's right there.
Yeah. Give him 5 seconds. The key is 5 seconds.
5 seconds? That's the key? Okay.
20 seconds is too long.
Really?
You're probably gonna cut me off mid-sentence here.
Okay.